been playing this game for a while and I've seen a lot of lists telling you how to play, but something they don't tell you is all the faulty mechanics in the game, or things they choose to ignore. So here are 5 things that no one tells you about Red Dead Redemption 2. Number 1. The controls are awful. On the PS4, you run by mashing X, you jump with square, and you constantly have to use the weapon wheel to use anything. The controls are way too archaic and similar to GTA 4. There are no shortcuts to throw bombs or to switch to weapons on the fly. This is especially annoying because the game constantly unequips all your weapons. The touchpad would have been great in this game. Imagine swiping up, down, left or right to switch to your favorite weapons. But no, you have to use the weapon wheel and mash R2 until you find your weapon. The only thing we can do to make the controls a little more tolerable is to switch the controls to standard FPS. At least then you don't have to mash to run. Number 2. The honor system is bullshit. If you've been trying to be a good outlaw, good luck, because everything you do can be considered evil. You bump into someone, you're evil. You go into the sheriff's office, you're evil. You follow someone for 3 seconds, you're evil. Seriously, you're walking on glass with the morale system. It's not until later that I find out that the honor system isn't what NPCs think of you, it's what Arthur thinks of himself. For example, if you find someone dead in the woods, no one's looking, and you loot them, you get evil points. On the other hand, if you get ambushed by raiders and kill them, you can loot them conscience free. Then again, if you see lawmen taking a prisoner away, you can kill the lawman, free the prisoner, and get no loss or gain in honor. How does that make any sense? Number 3. You can't max anything out until chapter 6. This is nothing major, but it's annoying if you don't know this. I tried maxing out my beard right away, but it would never grow like you see in the player menu. I wanted to have fun growing my beard, but for some reason it was locked from growing. Immersive, right? Not only that, but you can't max out your honor either. And as I mentioned before, the honor system sucks. I kept reloading my save every time I got bad points, only to find out that the honor system was also locked. So if you're early in the game, don't bother maxing anything out. Not only is it worthless, it's useless. Number 4. Upgrades are worthless. Seriously, has anyone upgraded their camp or their satchels and thought, that was worth it? There's really no point to it. I never felt I was limited on space or was desperate for ammo. The few times I did try to upgrade, I just found that it was a hassle. Hunting in the game is boring. If you need any specific animal, it's better just to camp out where they spawn, save and reload until they show up. It's a huge time saver. But then again, it's best just to get a rifle and kill any animals that come along your way, rather than actively looking for them. Number 5. There's a wall. When you start playing Red Dead Redemption, you realize you're filled with more frustration than fun. You start slow in the snowy mountains and quickly want to get out. You're enjoying the cutscenes, but then you go back into the action, where you have to get used to the laggy controls that feel as though you're playing a game through a streaming service. You have to get used to the weapon wheel and switching between all the items. You have to feed, rest, and bathe Arthur like he's a Tamagotchi. And for the most part you get used to it, but more importantly you tolerate it. And I say tolerate because those problems will always be there, but once you're over that wall, it's a fun game. For me at least, the story is the driving force of the game. I'll tolerate the controls until I'm finished with the story because it's that damn good.